Hello students and welcome. As our discussion on mean and mode is already done, so today we are going to discuss about median, okay, another statistical parameter which is a measure of central tendency. This actually has been already been dealt in class 9. Hopefully you know. Just to recapitulate a bit, what exactly is median? Median means the middlemost observation. So how do you observe it? Suppose you are given a data, you are given a series of numbers 1, 3, 7, 6, 4, 2 and 8. Okay. So what you do, you arrange those numbers in ascending order. Okay. You arrange those numbers in ascending order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Okay. You arrange the numbers in ascending order. Fine. After having arranged the numbers in ascending order, you take the middlemost term. Which is the middlemost term? This 4. So 4 will be the median. Very simple. So how many terms are here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 terms are here. So 7 is what? 7 is odd. 7 is odd, isn't it? 7 is an odd number. So n is odd. So n is equal to 7, which is odd. N is the total number of terms. So how you calculate the median? Median is n plus 1 by 2th term. So n is 7 plus 1 by 2. That is equal to 2th term. That is equal to 4th term. So what is the 4th term here? 4th term, coincidentally, it is 4. It's not necessary that the 4th term always has to be 4. Okay. Here 4th term is 4, so the median will be 4. It's very simple. Now, if I eliminate, suppose, let me eliminate 8 out of here. Okay. If I eliminate 8 out of here, what are the number of terms? Same, we'll arrange the numbers in ascending order, which is done 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 7. Okay. Now what will be the median of this distribution? 4th term, which is equal to 4. This was for the preceding case. And for this case, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So n is equal to 6. So 6 is even. So for even number, we have to know the middlemost term. We have two terms in here which are in the middle. Middlemost means it has to be the average of 3 and 4. Obviously, average of these two terms, isn't it? So median will be average of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1/8 term, means n by 2. How many terms are there? 6. So average of n by 2. So 6 by 2 means third term and n by 2 plus 1. So n by 2, 3 plus 1. So fourth term. So what is the third term? Third term is 3, 1, 2, 3. And what is the fourth term? Fourth term is 4. So average will be equal to 3 plus 4 divided by 2. That is equal to 3.5. So this will be the median of this distribution. So basically you got to do nothing. You just have to arrange the given data in ascending order, and the middlemost term will give you the median depending upon the number of terms, whether it is odd or even. If it is odd, fairly simple. The central the central element, the central data will be a median, whereas if n is even, that is the number of terms is even, the median will be calculated by taking the average of the central term and the next term. Basically we'll be having two central terms, so we'll have to calculate the average of the two central terms, and that will give our median, which is quite obvious, isn't it? Because we have to consider the middlemost observation in the data. So this is simple, and this is this would be known to this would be known by you all from class 9 itself, but I have recapitulated a bit. Okay, so let us continue our discussion on the distribution, frequency distribution. Okay, now we have a question. Max, this is the statement of max. 20 max was a student by up to 20. Max was a student by 6 students. Up to 25 max was student by was scored by 20 students. Up to 28 max was scored by 24 students, so on and so forth. So this is the frequency distribution table. Now they'll ask you to calculate the median. Now how will you calculate the median? For median, For this, you need to construct something known as the cumulative frequency table. Cumulative frequency table. Cumulative. So what you'll do is you'll join a table like this. I've already done. So how will you do? This is already given in the question. Okay. Now how is this cumulative frequency calculated? Okay. Now we need to know the observation, no? Because we know n by 2th observation, n by 2th term, or average of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1/8 term. Average of these two terms. This is how we calculate the, isn't it, median. But from here, how will you know which is the nth term, which is n, how many terms are there, and how do you know the median, isn't it? So for that matter, we'll have to consider something known as the cumulative frequency. Now what does this signify? This signifies the fact that it's very simple. 20 marks was up to 20. Up to 20 means 0 to 20. Up to 20 marks was scored by 6 students. Fine, 6 students. But up to 25 marks was scored by 20 students, isn't it? So up to 25, actually it is 25. 25 marks was scored by 20 students. So if I have to consider up to 25 means we have to incorporate those who have scored 20 marks as well, isn't it? So if I am not clear, just listen. 20 marks was scored by 6 students. Fine. So cumulative frequency becomes 6. No problem. 25 marks was scored by 20 students. So how many students scored up to 25? Up to 25. So up to 25, 20 scored, 20, they have already scored 25 marks. And there are 6 students who have scored up to 20. Isn't it? So 25 is obviously greater than 20. So that will come in the range 25. So 6 plus 20 is 26. Are you understanding? This will be our term. Now next. 28 students scored 24 marks. So up to 28. So 26 students, they have already scored up to 25. So 26 plus 24 students will score up to 28. Isn't it? So 26 plus 24 will give you 50. Similarly, 50 plus 28 will give you 78. 78 plus 15 will give you 93. 93 plus 4 will give you 97. 97 plus 2 will give you 99. 99 plus 1 will give you 100. It's fairly simple. Okay. So I don't think I have to repeat it again. Even though I will repeat, 20 marks was scored by 6 students. Cumulative frequency 6. No problem. 25 marks was scored by 20 students. Cumulative frequency is 20 plus 6. 20 plus 6, that is 26. Why? Because up to 25 marks was scored by 6 students plus 20 students, isn't it? Because 6 students had scored 20 marks already, and 20 is obviously less than 25. So we are talking about up to 25. Similarly, we'll just add it up. Just to solve the problems, what we are doing, forget everything, you just have to sum it over. 6 plus 20, 26, 26 plus 24, 50, 50 plus 28, 78, so on and so forth. This is how it goes. Are you understanding? Now, n is the number of terms. N is the number of terms. So how many terms are there? Obviously 100 terms are there. Maximum number. So n is 100 in this case. Okay? Okay? Now, check how many terms are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Isn't it? 8 terms are there. Isn't it? Number of terms here is extracted out of from the cumulative frequency table. Okay. So 8, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 distributions, and obviously 100 is an even number. Isn't it? So if it is an even number, 100 is an even number. So what we'll do is, this is even. So how will we calculate the median? We know median will be the average of n by 2th term. What will be n by 2th term? So 100 by 2, that is 50th term. And n by 2 plus 1, that is 50 plus 1, that is 51st term. So check from here, which will be the 50th term? Obviously cumulative frequency 50 is here. So 58th term will be the max corresponding to 50, that is 28. So 58th term is 28. So what will be the 51st term? Obviously 51st term will be the next term, isn't it? Next term. So next term is, so next term corresponding to it is the, we are talking about, so 28, it is 29. So 29, and we have to take the average by 2. So how much you will get? 40, 48, 57 by 2. So this will be equal to 28.5. So this will be a median. Now you might be wondering why we have taken the 51st term as. So this will be more and more clear when we discuss more and more problems. Now see, what we have done basically is we have constructed a cumulative frequency table, out of which we have come to know that n is 100 and which is even. So n by 2, that is 58 term, will be the term corresponding to the cumulative frequency 50. So you can see it is 28. So I have taken 28. N by 2 plus 1, that is 51st term, will be obviously the next term. The next term is, isn't it? Because 78 students have scored up to 29. 78 students have scored up to 29, isn't it? So 50 to 78. So it will, 51 will lie in this range only, isn't it? Here only, isn't it? So it will be 20. So 28 plus 29. So it will give you 57 by 2, which is 28.5. So this is how you calculate the median. Actually, there are a lot of discussions still left in median. Less than distribution and more than distribution is there, which needs to be discussed. So that we'll be discussing in the next class. So hope this discussion is clear. Please go through it properly. If you have any doubts, do let me know. Thank you so much.